I like to make my own curry seasonings, which are known as masala in the Indian dialect. I like grinding my own spices because I can control the freshness and quality of the spices. To make my masala, I put in 1/4 of a cup of whole cloves and 1/4 of a cup of granulated pepper. I put it into the electric blender. I then break a 2-inch stick of cinnamon into pieces and put it in with the pepper and the cloves. I then add a tablespoonful of turmeric, 2 tablespoons of cardamom seeds, and a tablespoon of coriander seed. I start the blender off slowly and grind the spices till they are well pulverized. I then store my curry powder or masala in an airtight container. I've always believed that a little judicious faking and justifiable snobbery can carry off an emergency company meal with great style. So here's our Lifesaver curry sauce. I first chop 2 onions in my blender with water and drain them well. I then melt 4 tablespoonsful of butter in a heavy kettle or saucepan and saute the drained onions until they are golden. I then stir in a heaping tablespoon of masala and cook the mixture for another minute to take the raw edges off of the curry powder. I then add a cup of yogurt, a marvelous vitamin and protein source, and simmer this mixture for about 5 minutes. I then peel 2 tomatoes. The easy way is to stab them one at a time with a fork and heat them over a gas flame on the stove until the skin bursts. It then peels right off. I then cut the tomato in half, hold it over the trash, and squeeze it till the seeds and the juice come out. That way we have pure tomato flavor, and our sauce is not watered down. I chop the tomatoes into small chunks and toss them into the sauce and simmer it all together, uncovered, until the sauce is thick and the tomatoes tender. That takes about 10 to 12 minutes. I then add 1/4 of a cup of raw cashew nuts and 1/4 of a cup of blanched almonds ground in the blender with a teaspoonful of salt. I then stir in a cup of heavy cream and I simmer the sauce for about 3 or 4 minutes. This makes a little over 2 cups of really heavenly sauce. It can keep for a week, covered tightly in the refrigerator, or it can be frozen for a month. A good curry sauce can be a lifesaver when I have unexpected company. I can then broil chicken pieces or saute them and cover them with the sauce and bake them for 45 minutes at 350 degrees, and with the garnishes and rice have a lovely informal dinner that only needs a salad and a dessert. I generally serve beer, but some people prefer a very strong white wine. One of my favorite side dishes is Indian spiced green beans. I first put 2 peeled garlic cloves in my blender with 1/3 of a cup of water, a 1-inch seeded slice of lemon and its peel, plus a teaspoonful of salt. I blend this and set it aside. I heat 1/3 of a cup of oil in a 10-inch skillet with a lid, and then I saute 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin seeds in the oil for about a minute. I then add 3 cups of frozen, thawed green beans and saute them for 3 or 4 minutes. I add the lemon-garlic mixture and turn the heat to low, and then I cook the spiced beans for about 20 minutes or until they are just tender. Just before I serve them, I turn the heat up high and stir them till almost all of the liquid has evaporated. The beans have a lovely lemony aroma, and people never guess the mysterious rich flavor is nothing more than garlic. What fun. Cornily, I generally lower all the lights and burn a little incense to help create a mood. And then I have sitar records and put them on the stereo, and that helps tremendously. Candles winking everywhere are very romantic. This meal depends on you to create a mood, so be daring. Use a different tablecloth or a brilliant remnant of material. Pull out all the brass and copper you can find. Wear dangling earrings and a draped sari if you have it, and every bracelet you can find. And then you own the mystery of India from your dining room and your kitchen.